everybody. Right, so what we're going to do today is we are going to go down onto the floor. The whole workout is going to be on the floor today. Okay, so if you, as I said before, and I said in my post, you know, if you can't get down onto the floor, you'll be able to do this sat or laid on a bed. So we're going to start sat up. Okay, so what we're going to do, all we're going to do to start with is we're going to point and flex the toes. So if you are a bit more able, today's workout's still good for you because it's a nice stretch and mobility session. Okay, so you're going to roll those shoulders back, stretch that chest out while you're working those feet and ankles.
Joanne Collins.
Hi, Joanne. Right, and then we're going to turn our feet in and out. Okay, so as I say, if you're a little bit more able, this is going to be a nice stretch and mobility session for you. And then we're going to rotate those feet. So you're going to try and pull them back and try and make as much of a circle rather than a semicircle and coming straight across. Try and make as much of a circle as you can with them. And then opposite way. Okay, then we're going to point one and flex one. So just getting a little bit of independent work. Okay, we're going to start to work the legs. So you're going to pull your heel into your bum as close as you can. Couple more. Okay, going to relax. Going to sit up. Try and sit up onto your sit bones so that you're nice and tall. We're going to get some nice breath work in. Again, you're going to work your arms as much mobility as you can. Okay, if you can only bring your arms up so far, that's fine. If you can just do it in time with your breath. So your breath in and out. Okay, if you can get that nice big stretch up and then out. Even if you have to sit on a bed, you know, with your back up against the headboard or whatever, you know, we can do something. Everybody can do something on this one. Okay, so we're going to get into some rotation work. So if you're just struggling a little bit, you can just put your arms around your body and turn to the side. Okay. If you're a little bit more able, we can do like we've done before, hands onto the shoulders and elbows up. Okay, if you're more mobile in the upper body, you can get hold of your shoulders and turn that way. Okay, so whichever one you're going to do, we're going to do 8 rotations. Then we're going to bring the legs into it as well if we can. Okay, so we're going to do 8. So 1, back to centre, take that breath, blow out as you come round. That's going to help you. Back to centre. Last one. Okay, so if you're able to bring your legs into it as well to get that stretch, that's fine. If not, you're going to stay in whichever position, but you're going to hold it. If you can, you're going to cross your legs over. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put the outside of the arm, so you're not going to bash the elbow joint, but the outside of the arm against the outside of the leg, and we're going to rotate it round and hold that. But if you can only do your normal hold, that's fine. You're going to hold it round. And you're going to breathe and relax and then just take it a little bit further. And then we're going to relax it back. Okay, and then we're going to go again with this one. Okay, so you're going to take it. So if you're just sitting with your legs and you're just taking it round, you're just going to go around as far as you can. Okay, we're ready to go again. So, nice breath. Breathe out and then keep that nice calm breath as you stretch it round. Okay, next one, we're going to go with the other side. So if you can cross your legs, go to cross your legs. Okay, turn it round and we're going to hold that. Relax that one. I'm going to go once more on that side. That was me scratching my head, by the way, not a new move. Okay. So, next one. We're going to do a nice seated stretch up. So you're going to pull yourself up. If again, with your arm mobility, you're going to get as far as you can with this. Okay, I'm not very flexible in my back at all, but that's no reason why I can't coach that. You know, we're not all good at everything. We're not all, 100% at everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a nice stretch up. Okay, and then we're going to breathe and we're just going to forward fold as far as we can. Okay, so if you can get down and grab your legs, that's fine. I can't on this one. It's a nice forward fold. Then you're going to come up. You're going to let your arms down, and this time you're going to slide those arms down your legs. Okay. So next one is a stretch to the side. So if you can put your arm up, put your arm up. If not, you're just going to put your hand down and gently reach over to the side. If you can get your arm up in the air, use your other one for support to let you down. Just give that extra bend. This time we're going to try and keep the arm in line with the body, so it's not coming over too far on the front. Keep it in line. Use that other arm just to let yourself down. So again, if you can't, you're just going to let yourself down with that hand. And relax. Okay, so if you can lay onto your front, you're going to lay onto your front now. It's only for one stretch or a couple of stretches. So if you can't roll over, that's fine. You're just going to sit on your bed and just carry on with your side stretching. Okay. And I'll show you the other one afterwards. Okay. So on here, this one, you're going to just work your elbow. So we're going to do the Sphinx. So you're going to have your arms flat on the floor. And all you're going to do is lift your back up. It's just going to stretch that back. And we're going to hold that. And then relax it down. And we're going to hold that one again. Okay, you're going to do another couple of these when I've shown the rest of the moves. Okay, and then you're going to pick the one that's right for you. This one is just your warm up on your front. Okay, so then we're going to bring the hands in a little bit closer. And we're going to squeeze up, push those hips forward all the way, if you can. Don't put too much pressure on your lower back. Okay, keep your head nice and neutral. And then drop it down. Okay, we're going to go once more with that one. And back down. Okay, so if you are seated and you can't roll around on this one, okay, all you're going to do is sit with your legs and you're going to lean back and push your chest forward, okay, if you can, okay, you're just going to lean back, push chest forward to wherever you are. Okay, so we're going to go for that. We're going to hold that for count to 10, whether you're on the Sphinx, the Cobra, or you're just on a seated lean back. So I'm going to show the seated lean back and we're going to hold that for 10. If you can't get your arms round, all you're going to do is just look up, try not to crank your neck too much, try to make a movement in your back. And relax. Okay, so if you're on your front, you're going to relax that down to the floor. And then you're going to go again at the position that you're at. And relax. Okay, so we're going to take it all down to the back now. So you're going to lay onto your backs. Okay, I'll show you in different positions, and then you can see different things as we're going through. So first one, you guys that train with me will know this one. You're going to put your arms down to the floor. Your feet and knees are going to stay fastened together, and all you're going to do is tip up onto the side of that bottom foot. Okay, your knees are going to stay together. As soon as you get into this position, or your knees are sliding apart, that's cheating the movement in the back, okay? Because what we're trying to do is isolate the bottom of your back. So all you're going to do is tip up onto that foot and then come back and come back, okay? So we're going to do 3 sets of 8. And I'm going to show you a little bit more of an advanced one if you want it on the second set. 2, 3, 4. So keeping those knees and feet together. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So if you do want to take it a bit more advanced and take it a bit more into the tummy, because we're going to keep that tummy nice and flat, if you want to take it a bit more advanced, you're going to bring your legs up. Exactly the same movement, but your knees are going to come to the side, okay? So I'll show you that one from this angle as well so that you can see where my knees are going. Okay, so you're coming from there and back up. And you're keeping those knees and feet together still. You're using that tummy a little bit more. 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're going to do one more set of those. So wherever you are, whether it's just your knee drops from the floor or you're coming up from here. Is that a message to do with? No. Right. Okay, so we're going to go into those knee drops. So nice as well. All times your shoulders are staying on the mat or on the floor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're going to stay down here this time. Okay, so that tummy's going to stay sucked in. You're going to try and get that back nicely on the floor. Get that pelvis tilted. So you're going to tilt your hips so everything's nice and flat. This time you're going to bring your arms up. Okay, so it depends where you are with your shoulder mobility. If you can get your arms up in the air, that's fine. I'll show you this one to start with. You're going to keep those arms straight. You're going to rotate over until that arm wants to bend to get further down. Okay, so you're just going to go from backwards, forward, side to side. Okay, so if you can't get your arms up, okay, all you're going to do is you're just going to turn and rotate. So you're going to try and get your arms up as much as you can. Okay, but we're just trying to rotate that upper back, okay, if you can. If you can get your arms up into the air as much as possible, that's going to help you. So you can either have your palms together, fingers laced, or if you want to do the Charlie's Angel gun, that's fine, ladies. We can all be Charlie's Angels, can't we? Okay, so we're just going to go for 8. So 1. See, I have a particularly big range in this. At the top of my back, it's very stiff particularly stiff at the moment, but most of the time it's stiff. So, but if you can get it further round than that, that's fine. It's all good isolation work at the top of that back. One more. Okay, relax it down. We're going to go again with that one. So you're going to try and keep your hips nice and planted on the floor. Try not to roll over too much, because what we're doing on this one is isolating the top of the back. Okay. So I'm going to go again. So nice and slow, taking it as far as you can, and relax. Okay, right, so now we're going to take some hip walks, okay? So what you're going to do is you're actually going to move your hips side to side, so they're going round like that. So I don't know if you can see it any better that way, or whether you're better seeing it from the side. You can see my hips going up and down. So it's like a little wiggle walk, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so you can put your arms down just to support yourself, or you can bring them across your chest, it's up to you. Or put them onto your hips so you can feel those hips moving. Okay, so that's your walk. So you're going to go as far as you can. Okay, we're going to do 20. Okay, so it's going to be 10 on each side. We're going to do 2 lots of 20. Are we ready? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and relax. Okay.
Tracy Moriarty.
Yeah. Hi Tracy. Nice to see you on. So we're going to look at this mobility again. We're going to do these hip walks. Okay. So you can have your hands on your hips, hands on the floor. We're going to go again with those hip walks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Okay, for the next set, if you are a little bit more able, you're going to be able to, we're going to do 2 more sets of these, so you can actually just stay at the hip walks, okay, or you can take your hands round and do an ankle tap. So you can reach around, you're going to lift your shoulders a little bit and reach it round, okay, so you're going to isolate those hips and use the back a bit more, okay. So it's up to you, depending on where you are with your level of mobility, okay, and how far you can reach round. If you want to just do a small reach round, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to have 2 more sets, so you can either do a reach round or a hip walk. It's entirely up to you. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go round, and we're going to go for 20. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one, 20. Okay, relax. Okay, so especially if you've done those reach rounds, you're going to relax that back. And I say, if you want to take it round to do some mobility at the top there, that's fine. Okay, or you can stay onto your hip walks. We have got 1 more set of these to go. And then we'll stop and have a little drink and a bit of a rest. Because you're doing it, even when you're doing mobility, you're still straining your body a little bit, okay? So, and we need to keep that hydration up. Okay, so we're going to go for those 20 reach rounds again. Okay, so it's up to you how far you're going. Shoulders are coming up off the floor if you're doing the reach round, staying on the floor if you're still doing those hip walks. And relax. Okay, so I'm going to sit up for a second. I'll just have a quick drink. If you're not able to sit up and down easily, you're just going to stay down there because we're going to go back there in a second and just relax. Okay. So, hope everybody's feeling good. So we're going to get into some control and some brace now. So we're going to make sure that tummy is going to stay nice and tight. We're going to brace into that back, so that back is going to stay on the floor. Okay, so depending on where you are, I'm going to show you the different ones before we start, while you're just getting yourself ready. So first position is just arms in the air, okay? So your arm's going to come back. Oops. Just come around this way a little bit so you can see that. Come back and then back to the start. Dear. Today, and back to the start, okay? So if you can get your legs up, okay, and still maintain that nice brace into the floor, okay, you're going to keep your arms there and we're going to move the legs. Okay, you're going to extend out as far. If your back starts to arch, as soon as you get out to here, you're going to stop and just move in a gentle position. Okay, So we're going to do 3 sets. We're going to do an arm, a leg and both. Okay, so if you're more advanced and you've been training with me a little while, you can go straight into the both. Okay, so we're going to go for 5 each side. So we're going to start with the arms. So if you're just using arms only, you're going to do 3 sets of arms only with your legs relaxed. Okay, if you're going to start through this, you're going to try and get your legs up, keep them still, and those arms are going to go back. So 1, 2, so we're going for 10 in total. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's keeping that back on the floor. We're going to relax. Okay, so the next one, we're going to keep the arms still. We're going to try and get them in the air if we can. Keep them in the air and keep them still while we're going to extend those legs out. So you're going to extend those legs out as far as you can. Okay, we're going to go for 10 again. We're going to keep, predominantly, it's keeping this back on the floor and these tummies squeezed. Okay, so as soon as you start to feel that back coming up, that's where you're going to stop. That is your limit. Okay, are we ready? So we're going to go 1, nice and slow, control. 2. So if you're only going to there, that's fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep breathing, 8, 9, 10, relax. Okay, so try to keep everything independent. Last set. So you guys are a bit more advanced, you've been doing this right through, but we're going to go for opposites. So it's going to be left leg and right arm together. Okay, everything else is going to stay still. So this is going to challenge your coordination a little bit, and this is one that you can practice. Okay, so are we ready? We're going to bring those legs up. We're going to bring those arms up. Okay, and we are going to go for 10. So that's going to work out 5 on each side. So we're going to go left leg, right arm. 1. Opposite side. 2. 3. 4. 5. Are you doing okay? 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, bring it back. Okay, how are we feeling? Okay, so that tummy should be starting to feel a little bit now, and then that brace, maintaining that brace. Okay, so a little bit of a rest. Okay, so that is something that you can work on. Okay, you can work through that. I'm going to show you in the coming weeks. I'm going to show you some different exercises you can do with that, using that same movement and brace, slightly different movements with the hips. But that's a really good one to work on, because if your arms and legs have been, if you've been going that your arm goes out and the other arm comes in as your legs going up and down, then there's something to work on, something to control, to actually really get control of coordination as well, because that does help a lot with balance and things, especially as we get older. If we can keep that brain work going as well. Okay, right. So the last one, okay, the last one we're going to do before we do a few more stretches is going to be a leg lift or a tap down. Okay, so depending on where you are, okay, with your mobility, I'm going to show you there's four different versions today. Okay, so you can work your way up through them, or if you know you're a bit more advanced, you can go straight to whichever level that you're suited to. Okay, so obviously everything with this one, you're going to stay pain-free, as with everything, of course, on this one. So you're going to start with your legs bent. So your first level is just to lift that leg, each one. Okay, so all you're doing is lifting. I'll show you that from the front as well. Okay, so all you're doing is lifting up. Okay, that's your first level. Okay, your second level is you're going to bring your legs up and you're actually going to tap down, because that is different if you're holding that other leg up. Okay, again, you're maintaining this position with your back on the floor. Okay, so that's your first one. This is your second one, rather. Okay, your third one is you're going to extend out and tap. Okay, so you're going to tap with your heel. Okay, just tap down with your heel. Okay, and your last level, I'll do it this way so that you can see, is you're going to squeeze, tilt that pelvis up, and you're going to lift. If you can, you're going to keep your legs up, and you can either point your toes or pull your toes to your chest, and you're going to do a full leg lift. Okay, so we're going to go for 10. Okay, of whatever your level is. Okay, so we're going to do 4 sets. So if you know that you're already on straight leg lifts, you're going to keep them nice and controlled and do it nice and slow. It's not about a lot of speed and sweat today. It's about lifting that leg. Okay, so we're going to see where we go. We've got lots of different variations that I can show you on other weeks as well, but we're going to keep this nice and fresh and keep it progressive. So we're going to start with the first one. So I'm going to start with the level 1. Okay, if this is where you are, that's where you're going to stay for all 4 sets on this one. Okay, so we're going to lift for 1, 2. I'm going to take it nice and slow so that those who are in the full leg lift can control it as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, rest. So we'll have a few seconds rest. So if that's the level you're at, you're going to do another 3 sets of that. Okay. If you're a little bit more advanced and you've started on level 2, I'll just cue you up on that one again. So this one, you're going to bring those legs in to start with, and then what we're going to do is we're going to tap that heel down. So it's still going to maintain that nice brace position. Are we ready? Let's go for whatever level you're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, relax. Okay, so if you are doing the full leg lifts, you want to be keeping it nice and controlled. Okay, so it's really concentrate on working those hip flexors and lifting up. I say it's a nice mobility session for those of you that are a bit more advanced today. Okay, so this is the 3rd set. We're going to go for the 3rd level this time, which is you extend out and tap. Okay, so if this is where you are, this is going to be the one that you're going to get queued up on. Or if not, you're going to stay at the level that you were at. So we're going to bring the legs in to start with. We're going to squeeze the tummy and maintain that back contact on the floor. Okay, get those hips nicely tilted up. And we're going to go for 1, 2, 3. It depends how far you can go. If you can only extend out to there, that's fine. You can go all the way out. This is 8, 9, 10. Okay, relax. Okay, so last level on this one is your full leg lift. Okay, so you can either point your toes, or pull, if you want to work your hamstrings, you're going to pull your toes up towards your chest and keep those legs. It's important we try and keep those legs straight. So you're going to squeeze those muscles in that thigh to get those legs as straight as you can. Okay, so you can keep that nice and straight. Squeeze, get some tension on there. So you can either pull your foot in straight, or you can point your toe and get yourself a nice elongated. Okay, so I'm going to get down onto the floor. If you can, once you start, if you can maintain your feet, your heels a couple of inches off the floor as you're going up and down, that will give you that extra work. Okay, we're ready for the last set. Okay, we're ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep breathing. 6, 7, 8. Last couple. 9, 10. Okay, so we're going to hug your knees into your chest. If you can get your legs up, you're going to hug your knees into your chest, and you're just going to have a little roll on that back. A lot of acupressure points on your back. It's going to make things feel good. Okay, so you can rock from side to side. You can pull your legs up and down if you can. I'll give it a little roll round. Okay, so you're very gently now, because you've been laying down, you're going to very gently come up to a sitting position, taking it nice and slow, and then we'll just have a little bit of a last bit of rotate and stretch. So you're going to roll your shoulders back and down. Okay, and again, roll your shoulders back and down, and again, and okay. So if you can cross your legs over, this time you're going to hug your leg to you, and you're going to turn into that leg. Okay, so you're going to hug your leg to you and turn into it. If you can't, you're just going to turn again with your upper body. Okay, back down. Change sides if you can. Hug that leg, so you're pulling that leg across. It's going to give that hip a stretch as well. And relax. I like that one, so we're going to do that one once more before we finish. So you're going to hug it to you. So that's going to give that nice stretch across the glute piriformis. And once more. Okay, so hope you've enjoyed that one. Don't forget you can catch up with them all on my YouTube channel, which is Never Too Late to Be Fit, which got the number 2 between the never and late. So it's never, number 2, late, and then the rest of its words, to be fit. And you can catch up with all the different exercises there. And if not, I'll see you in the week. Cheers.